Hi, everyone. Continuing our supplier section here, we have the pleasure of talking with Colin Price with Royal Caribbean. And we are going to talk all about their private islands and their getaways that they have around the world. Hi, Colin. How you doing?
Hey, Terry. Hey, Darcy. How you guys today?
Good, Colin. How are you?
Awesome. Fabulous. Thank you so much for letting me join. I'm very excited to be here today.
Perfect.
It is a perfect day.
It is. I see you guys are dressed. You've got your beach attire ready to go. I love it.
So, Colin, we'd love to chat to you a bit about Royal Caribbean's private spots that they have. We all know that cruise lines have different locations around the world, but Royal Caribbean's really special. You have multiple islands around the world, and with 2 locations being fully developed here right now. So maybe we can concentrate on those 2 locations, and you can tell us a bit about them.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah. So most people are very familiar with our first original island, which was Labadee, located in Haiti. And that is what made that location so special, was the fact that we have a real dock. Being able to walk off the ship and being at destination makes the first step so perfect, essentially. It's got these stunning beaches, gorgeous, and it was kind of the original thrill and chill on a private island, from the largest zip line over the Cay to these beautiful cabanas at the beach as well. And like I said, with the dock, it really kind of just enhanced that experience, where one of our islands, like Coco Cay, for example, again, safety is priority number 1 across the board. And based on weather conditions, sometimes it wouldn't be safe to take the little boats, the tenders, to get ashore to come to Perfect Day. So we would have to, or to Coco Cay, so we would have to unfortunately skip that port based on safety concerns. So recently, Royal Caribbean spent just over $250 million to enhance the Coco Cay experience, from Coco Cay to the Perfect Day. And the first thing first was to put a dock in. So there is actually a full pier that you now walk off the ship and you are there at Perfect Day. And I love, just the minute you even walk off, actually even the video just coming into Perfect Day is so stunning. And it's what's amazing is the first thing that you'll actually see there is kind of like the Thrill Water Park and the Daredevil's Peak. Now, you're aware of Daredevil's Peak, are you?
Is it the tallest water slide in the Caribbean or North America?
North America, yeah, so that's correct. It's the tallest water slide in all of North America. So as you're walking off the pier, you can just see that all the way up there. And I have to admit, I actually really like the water slide on that top one, because it goes kind of nicely around. It's actually, the hardest part about it is, I'm getting a little bit older, is the walk up there. But the ride down, it's a lot of fun. The ones I found that are terrifying are the ones about the halfway level, and they're the straight drop down. And they basically, you stand on this little thing and you got this glass dome that closes, and we're both facing each other, and you're in one and I'm in another, and the guy counts it down and goes 3, 2, 1, and they hit the button and the floor goes out and you just drop, and I feel like your heart just escapes you at that point. But absolute blast. So yeah, so Perfect Day, as soon as you walk off the pier, you'll actually see that in front of you. And we've actually got a full tram service from the minute you actually walk off the ship that'll actually take you all the way around. So you don't need to walk the length of the pier. We'll actually take you to the end of the pier, or all the way around to the other side of the island. So our island's kind of divided into 2 parts, thrill and chill. Now, I understand, talking to you guys, one of you loves the thrill and one of you loves the chill. Now, who's who again? Refresh us on that.
I'm the thrill guy, but because I am looking forward to trying out those water slides. But I'm hoping by the time I get there, you've got maybe drink stations or something on the way up, so I can stop and have a rest.
I like that.
Archie's got a very, very active son there who's just started going into university, and he loves the water slides. I am much more the kick back, relax, throw my feet up, and enjoy a rum or 3.
Okay, well, I've got the destination you might want to head to right off the bat, and that's the Oasis Lagoon, and it is the largest freshwater pool in all of the Caribbean. And as you walk into it, it doesn't feel like on your feet that you're walking into a pool. It's kind of got like that almost like a gymnasium mat kind of feel, like it's very soft as you kind of walk in, and you can kind of gradually make your way around. And it's kind of got all these little alcoves curved in there, so you've kind of got like your own little personal spot. And it's got these like what's called infinity loungers all the way through the pool, so you can kind of splash your feet and your toes as you're kind of around there, and you can move them around, so they're not fixed in a position. You can turn them based on which way the sun is going, but that also leads to a swim up bar where you'll be able to find your rum or 3 if you want at that location.
There we go. That's sounding right. So with the rum drinks being available there, is my drink package from the ship?
So absolutely fabulous question. So yeah, if you have a drink or internet package, for example, on the ship, those are all can be used on board or on the island as well. So you just give the bartender your room key, they'll basically scan that and your drinks are included. And same with the internet. If you want to sit in that little lounger and you want to be playing on Instagram, or maybe the next set of these videos we do it from Perfect Day, we could do the whole video, upload it right there from the lounger.
There we go. That sounds good. I'm in for that.
Yeah. It's really neat too, because while you're there, you can actually see in the distance where our up and away is. And up and away is a hot air balloon. It basically takes you all the way up into the air, gives you these stunning views around all of the Bahamas and located full circle around you as well. So you'll find all these just amazing just experiences that are really so perfect. But if you do have any clients or any guests that are really wanting to kind of enhance that experience, like they've been there, you could get off the ship and you could spend no money at all if you want. There's multiple complimentary restaurants located, little burger shacks. I think actually the chicken burger is so good there as well. So you'll find all these little burger shacks. It's a full buffet if that's what you're looking for. But if you want to enhance that experience, you can kind of head over to the Coco Beach Club, and this is kind of enhance that chill side of it. And this is where you'll find the overwater bungalows that are kind of like almost like Tahiti meets Las Vegas. And a lot of people are scratching their head at that. And the way I would explain it is, when you go to Vegas, you can get like a cabana by the pool, and you're obviously not spending the night into the cabana. You're just there for the day, and you can have your drinks, and you've got your service there. Same with us, but it's an overwater bungalow. And I experienced one in November, and wow, what a great experience. You got a little slide off there that the attendees come there and you order from the menu of whatever you like. So I had a couple of lobster rolls, and the drinks just kept flowing, and anything you could ask for, not a problem. They come actually on these fun little wheelie bikes, so they can just scoot back to the main station really, really easy. And in there as well, you'll find there's another like infinity pool as part of this as well, a higher end restaurant that again serves like filet mignon, grouper, lobster. And again, that's all included into this like Coco Beach Club experience. And it's just a really fabulous way to kind of enhance that chill experience.
Quite a different dining experience. It's not just your burgers and your hot dogs, which are great, but lobster rolls and filet mignon.
And you can still have those if you want them. They'll bring them too if you want that too. If you were to kind of walk a little bit along that beach, that's where you'll actually find our swim out bar. So that's kind of an area where, so most people know about a swim up bar that's a station there. This is actually a hut that is floating, and that was actually a huge hit at Labadee, and so we brought that over to Perfect Day as well. And you could probably fit about 15, 20 people out there at a given time, and then you can grab your drink and continue walking off. So even so, there's multiple bars and all that around your watering stations. Essentially, you're going to find this little floating bar kind of off this area called South Beach as well. So that's one of my favorite little hits. It's just so picturesque. It's like that postcard picture that doesn't seem real, and you're like, yeah, it absolutely is. Again, Darcy, so if you want to go back over and you want to see like that thrill side of it, you've got everything from, we mentioned about the Daredevil Peak. There's actually 13 different water slides. There's 3 different zip lines, a really neat zip line experience. We mentioned about up and away that you can kind of see from over there, and all different styles of water slides. One really neat one is a inner tube that you can have, I believe, up to 3 people on offhand. And you all basically get on it together and you go through the tube, and it basically will kind of do a little twisting around as you go, and then it drops. So one person will actually have their back to where we're going, and the other two can actually see what's happening. But depending on how that's spinning around, it could have gone the other way. You might be watching and the other two don't know what's happening. And that drops straight down. I'll tell you, with your back to it, it's a little terrifying. But then it shoots right back up the other way, and now the other person's on the other side of it, and then you drop down. And I think that is one of the best slides of all. It's a lot of fun. So as mentioned, there's over 13 different water slides located around. As you're walking through this whole park area, you're actually going to find the largest wave pool in all of the Caribbean as well. So I believe it goes in 10-minute cycles, 10 minutes on, 10 minutes off. So for myself, I just thought it was a really great place to just kind of dip, to kind of keep my feet kind of cool as I go, and kind of just that kind of neat spot at that point as well.
Colin, the slide, like the one that you mentioned that uses the inner tubes, do you have to carry the inner tubes up with you, or are they available to you when you get to the top?
There's a few different kind of options. One, there's the mat style. So you can grab the mat, and that's the racer. And I believe there's 4 at the same time. So 4, you can all go down at the same time on the mat. It's got these little grips that you can hold onto, and it's got like a little header on there as well. So you got to hold onto that and brace it as you're going down. So those you would kind of carry up. There is another section of tubes that you would carry up, and then there's another section that actually will go up as well. So there's 2 different kinds of tubes that will go up. There's a single individual one that will go all the way up as well, so you can kind of go by your own single one, and then there's this double slide as well. So there are both. There's one set of tubes that you will need to carry up, and one set of tubes that will actually go up for you.
You talked about the cabanas. I guess historically, would they book up fast? Would that be something that clients want to book as soon as they possibly can?
Absolutely. On some of these itineraries, on some cruises, there might be 2 ships in port at the same time, and there's only so many. Let's use those over water bungalow cabanas. Offhand, I believe there's about 10 off the top of my head. I can go back and just count the interjections. I mean, 2 seconds here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's about 14 or 18 roughly. Again, there's only so many cabanas, and they will book up in advance. So booking that as far out as possible, yes, I would do that. It kind of ensures that you have that there, because there's nothing worse than arriving and not knowing about it. And see, that's the good thing about all your followers that are on the page. They know about it, they got the ins, know to book further in advance and to kind of secure that space. So I absolutely would book those further in advance. And same with the cabanas, not just only the overwater bungalow ones. There are some great cabanas, as you pointed out, Darcy, some that are kind of like on the beach as well. And I think some of those are fabulous. And then there's also some of the cabanas that are in Thrill Water Park as well. So sometimes maybe grandma, grandpa might want to be traveling, but they don't want to do the water slides. They just want to sit and watch the little ones go and have a little bit of a home base and some shade. And actually, I didn't mention this, but even in Thrill Water Park, there is like a whole locker setup that you can kind of drop your cell phone and sandals or whatever you want to do. You want to leave in there. It's just a little punch code in there. However, each of the cabanas has their own. The table is actually a safe as well. So built into the table is your own little safe area, so you can kind of lock your belongings. If you were to leave your cabana, you don't have to worry about leaving your stuff unattended or going to a locker. It can all be housed in there safely as well. And I know, so we kind of mentioned for your perfect day experience, right? So Darcy, you're kind of the thrill, Terry, you're a little bit of chill. But I have found myself personally, my perfect day has actually recently changed. I have a 3-year-old now myself, and now I look at how my perfect day is based on his smile from ear to ear. And there's this a lot of amazing activities for kids on the island as well in their kind of zone. And it's actually one of the first things you'll see right off the ship. And it's like this whole kind of called Captain Jill's galleon there. And there's this big giant pirate ship with water cannons and things. And I actually FaceTimed my little guy, and showed him the video. And it was just amazing to see his excitement back in Canada here. He was jumping up and down, like, me, water cannons. I was like, oh, wow, buddy. Like, I can't wait to get you down here to see it. And to see all the kids down there and watching them on the smaller slides and their kind of splash area that they've got, it was priceless. And one thing you will notice consistently throughout the island is the lifeguards on duty. We actually have over 100 lifeguards that live on the island And for the little ones, there are life jackets and everything. They're complimentary. So if you want to pop the life jackets on, especially any of the kids' zone parts, they're there. Pop them on because, again, safety is priority number one on all avenues for Royal Caribbean.
Yeah, it really does take all the worry out of your vacation, and just does make that perfect day. Well, thank you very much, Colin. I really appreciate you coming on and talking to us all about the private islands that you have. It absolutely looks like the perfect vacation. And we do have one request, and that's that you take that pirate ship and make an adult version of it, possibly at the other end of the island for those of us that love the rum.
Well, I can't spill the beans too much, but the other half of the island is in a further development, and there are more surprises to come to Perfect Day. So we might have that as another video down the line. But yeah, there could be a pirate ship. There could be some flow riders. There could be more that's being added. I'm excited to share once we know a little more on that. But I'll definitely take your feedback and pass it along.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Colin.
Thank you, fellas. Appreciate your time. Have a royal afternoon.
Thanks, Colin.
We hope that you are enjoying our Supplier Spotlight series. To book your travel, contact either Terry or Darcy. Our contact information is on the screen and in the description below.
And remember, everyone, if you enjoy our video series, whether the Supplier series or our general series or our weekly news show, click the like and subscribe button.